Tell him sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble.
Welcome, everyone. And let's go straight over.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap has become one of the...
Thank you, D.A. And Millsap is as crafty as it gets on defense, one of the most underrated players in the game. The new year getting ramped up, always a roller coaster ride, which is fun. Brent, have you ever been on a team that, say, started slowly, then really turned it on late, or the other way around?
Well, I've been on teams that started slowly and finished slower. Kevin, if that helps you out at all, that's no
well, that's
fun.
Not good.
Yeah, no fun whatsoever. A little bit of both throughout 14 years of playing experience in the NBA, Kevin, and it's just interesting. This is why coaches are so often talking about asking for players to be on the roster that give you consistent effort and to try to stay as even-keeled as possible, whether things are going well or your team is performing poorly. You know there's still a standard at which you want each of your guys to perform at and consistently give you that effort.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Murray and Harris in the backcourt. Fareed down low with Jokic. And it's Millsap in at the 3 spot.
Really solid work from Schroeder there, being physical and now going to the stripe.
Atlanta shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And Dennis Schroeder plays the game with a real flair, tremendous confidence in his abilities.
Sometimes that gets him in a bit of trouble too, Kevin. You got to minimize some of the energy that you put into the antics that are happening around the game and put that kind of energy back into the game. But still a talented young point guard and a guy who wants to measure himself up against the best in the league every night.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Here's Collins. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Collins has got his first points of the game.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Outside for Millsap. Now, here's Jokic. Not a lot of room. Lays it up off the glass. Jokic has got his first points of the night.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Schroeder takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Schroeder continuing to build his confidence, shooting the ball from the perimeter. I'd like to see him square up and sink those J's.
Here's Murray. The shot misses, and Atlanta will go the other way with it. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
I mean, frustrating when missed free throws become contagious. Really the Achilles heel in that one.
Yeah, you try to put up these scoring runs, and it hurts when you all of a sudden just give away free points from the free throw line.
Schroeder with the ball, out guarded by Murray. Schroeder kicks to Dedmon. Fareed against Prince. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Harris. For 3, Murray hits the 3-point bomb.
The good old catch-and-shoot jumper there. Murray quickly getting these shots up and over the defense.
Collins kicks to Prince. Good on the shot.
That's good passing down low. He's good at working the ball deep into the post.
Jokic with a screen on Schroeder. Millsap in the corner. And again, Denver with the triple.
Stretch 4s are valued commodities. Millsap has become a consistent threat from there.
Schroeder kicks to Prince. Collins a screen on Millsap. Here's Prince. And it's Denver with the rebound. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And we all know in a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
And a very good all-around effort here, and that's what you need to win on the road.
Now, here's Jokic, following the miss by Gary Harris. And that one drops for him.
Growing confidence for Jokic around the rim. Feels like no defender can stop him in the paint.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Millsap. 9 points last game out.
Now that's a shot you got to step up on. Wide open, no coverage. Good shooters don't miss that often.
Atlanta again missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Murray kicks to Harris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. He feeds it to Fareed. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jokic from down in the low post. It goes. Jokic has got 6.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
Prince against Millsap. Prince, the pass to Dedmon. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Well, a great battle last year as the season finished off between the Nuggets and Blazers to make the playoffs. Denver did not. So they made some trades, tried to make a push. This year they've got to make some improvements and maybe find themselves in one of those top 8 slots to play in the postseason.
The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Dedmon's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Love to see it when he pulls up from the outside. A big guy with tremendous range. There's a prized commodity in today's NBA.
Harris kicks to Jokic. Dedmon with the block.
We've got to respect the wingspan that time of Dwayne on that end. Look, you go up like that and you're a dead man.
Here's Jokic. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
All right, a chance to take a look at some stats for Murray. Some last season stats for him. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. You know, year one, he was learning the ropes. I think he's hoping to make a much bigger impact in his second campaign.
Absolutely. As a rookie, the game just goes incredibly fast. Sophomore year, things start to slow down.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Lyle comes in for Fareed, and it's Will Barton in for Harris. And Brent, for the Nuggets, you get the feeling of excitement for this franchise.
Well, you feel like this team's not just going to make the playoffs once, but could have a very effective long run in the Western Conference, and they're going to be playing a style that a lot of their fans and certainly fans around the league are going to appreciate. Off-ball movement and passing. You know, there's a team in Golden State that seemed to do that with great effectiveness.
Now here's Murray. He had 13 points in the win against Charlotte.
Ball movement was critical in this game. It did not stick with any one player, so his passing was on point, and he really picked apart the defense.
Now, here's Jokic, following the miss by Paul Millsap.
And Jokic, even though we look at his body and you don't think he plays physically, he can do that. You watch Jokic out there and you just marvel at the combination of his size and his soft hands and his ability to see the court. Very strong on offense from all spots on the floor, stretches you out, makes the mid-range jumper from time to time. And he's always moving to open space, and guys just seem to get energized when he has the ball because he's going to get it to him.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Millsap. Devin Harris subbed in for Jamal Murray.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Barton. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. With Jokic, he seems to be the whole package in the offensive end. Brent, great footwork for his age, but the one area that needs to come along is his defense, many feel.
Well, Kevin, maybe defense and conditioning, but on offense, he has every tool that you'd want from a center. Actually, every tool you might want from a point guard. That's how good he sees the floor, and incredible to think of what the offense did and how it transitioned behind what Jokic is capable of doing on that end.
Plumlee, he's checked in for Denver. Shot by Collins, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Miles inside. He's guarded by Collins. Chandler dishes to Barton. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Will Barton, known as the People's Champ, is a fantastic scorer on the wing. Fearless with the shots he takes, Brent, and very aggressive when he gets the ball in his hands.
Well, that's what you love most about Will Barton, is his ability to attack a defender off the wing and play with speed and reckless abandon. It's him trying to find a more complete game, and also maybe, Kevin, trying to find a little bit more control around what he does offensively.
Now, here is Muscala. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line, or you risk getting burned.
Harris against Taylor. Harris passes to Plumlee. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Taylor kicks to Collins. Taylor against Harris. Doubled by Plumlee. Here's Muscala, and the layup's good off the glass. Muscala's got his first bucket of the night.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
Here's Lyles, down low. Plumlee, the pass to Lyles. Harris kicks to Lyles, and it's good, 2 points. Lyles got his first points in this one.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
Again, the Hawks score. The Nuggets leading by 9. Here's Harris to the middle. Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Nuggets have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. And Brent, for the Hawks, you go back to the summer of 2016. How big was it for them losing their all-star, Al Horford?
Well, the rumor is there wasn't too much of a financial difference between what the Hawks were offering and what the Celtics ended up giving Al Horford, and they wanted to have him back and maybe trade Paul Millsap for assets. That all did not happen, and it gutted the team a little bit because of Horford's versatility. You could see that reflected in some of the offensive numbers from the Hawks last year.
And the pass to Lyles. Barton outside. 35 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Can't hit from in close. Here's Dorsey, and laid in to finish the break. Dorsey's got 5 now. Denver's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points strung up from outside here in the first. Took him no time at all on that one. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
Not the classic jump shooter. Plumlee has cleaned up some mechanics, and he showed it there.
Taylor against Harris. Now here's Taylor. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
Here's Collins. No good trying to beat the buzzer. Domination in the first quarter. And a chance now to hear from Paul Millsap talking about the confidence of his team.
Our attitude approaching the game has been, we can beat any team in this league, if we work together and, put everything.
Greg, it's got to be more than just attitude, right? I mean, ultimately, don't you have to have guys step up and produce in some cases, or even overproduce?
You do, but really it is about attitude and confidence. I mean, those are the 2 elements that if you bring to the table, you really will have a chance to beat anyone. And so don't discount that attitude when you're on a roll. They call it getting your swag on today. Back in the day, it was called having your mojo working.
Right.
So same thing, and you can ride that for quite a way.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they wanted to have.
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
Yeah, so that disruption is helping out because it's leading to some easy chances on the other end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Wilson Chandler, Lyles out there with Plumlee, then it's Will Barton, and it's Harris in at the 1 spot. Ray, you played all 4 years in college after redshirting your freshman season. What kind of advantage, as you look back on that, do you think it gave you, if any, in preparing for the pressures and the style of the NBA?
I don't know so much, Kevin, if it gave me an advantage with regards to the pressures of the league, but certainly with regards to the physicality of the league, it's something that I desperately needed. Just a late developer, a late bloomer. I think I was about 175 pounds when I went off to college. Not a preferential playing weight for the NBA, so I needed that year just in terms of the maturity of what I needed physically.
And Atlanta has possession. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Collins kicks to Taylor over Harris. That one doesn't go.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Plumlee, no luck.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Taylor kicks to Collins. Here's Bembry, looking for his first basket still in this one. The feed to Muscala. Chandler with the steal. Inside, Harris passes to Lyles. It's stolen by Taylor. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Bembry. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Bembry's got his first 2 points.
Rabbit's foot in the shoe that time. Got lucky because the pick has to be better. It made no impact, but they still got the score.
Plumlee with the screen. The dish to Harris. Here's Lyles. The Nuggets with another miss. The Hawks trail by 12. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And Plumlee kicks to Chandler. Here's Lyles. Got a piece of it. Taylor with the ball. Passes it to the Bembry. Over Chandler. And Chandler sends it back. And he gets it back. But they recover it. Taylor attacking. The tray. Bembry misses. The Nuggets leading by 12. Top of the key, Harris. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Shots good by Lyles.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Coach Budenholzer comes from a basketball family. His father coached for over 20 years. Feels like he was just born into it. Definitely what many would consider a coaching lifer.
So both teams making some changes here. They set the pick. Schroeder against Harris. And Muscala has it in the corner. From deep, Prince. Offensive rebound. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And Mike Budenholzer, winning Coach of the Year in the league in 2015, leading the Hawks to 60 wins.
Well, that was the most wins in franchise history and an amazing collective effort from the Atlanta Hawks that year. No doubt a high water mark that he's hoping to surpass in the next couple of seasons and become elite in the Eastern Conference.
Now, here is Muscala. Drills the three-pointer. Muscala's got 7 points.
Oh. Look out below the manimal, uncaged, and no prisoners taken.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Now Bazemore. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And here is Fareed. On the wing, Harris. Murray, the pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Schroeder. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And the dunk by Bazemore.
Excellent defense from Schroeder there, coming away with the steal and a nice finish in transition.
The Nuggets leading by 10. To the middle. It's stolen. Here's Bazemore. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Bazemore's got 4 this quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Now, here's Jokic. D right on him. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Brent, there are a lot of great passers in the NBA at that starting center position. Seems like it's something that is more and more valued these days, but the best of the bunch might be Jokic. Some people feel great passer in vision.
Yeah, incredible the way that the offense last year transitioned around such a young and relatively unproven player at that position. But he can pass over the top. When he gets it on the block, he'll play at the top of the key. And I love how the guys around him are encouraged to cut when he has the basketball.
Here's Fareed, and it's slammed in by Fareed.
Jokic always with the heads-up display there, looking attentive and a fantastic job of finding the open man.
Now here's Schroeder. 26 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Bazemore for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 assists here tonight. Fareed, a screen on Schroeder. Murray kicks to Fareed. Pass to Jokic. A second chance effort, and Fareed lays it in. Fareed's got 8 points.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for Atlanta. The Hawks trail by 11. Schroeder outside. It's Prince on the wing. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Back to Jokic. Here's Murray. Harris kicks to Jokic. Second chance shot. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Bazemore. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Bulls in Chicago.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
And here's Harris from the arc. Offensive rebound. Fareed. Outside for Millsap. Nailed from 3-point land. He's got 9.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Bazemore dishes to Muscala. Some solid defense from Fareed.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
Millsap passes to Fareed. Millsap a screen. Poked away. It's stolen by Muscala. Here's Bazemore. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
The Nuggets have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. Hey, Brent, Jerry West once said that his ultimate lineup would feature 5 6'9" players. I feel like that in a league that features so much switching, and you were just talking about this, would that be the perfect recipe for a versatile lockdown defender?
Well, I'd take 4 6'9" players in Jerry West. How about that? That might be pretty
Always
good.
include West with anybody, right? West with anybody.
No doubt about it. At 6'9", I think what Jerry's alluding to there, Kevin, is the fact that each of those guys would have a tremendous amount of length to cover up the floor. So foot quickness, lateral movement, and then that length to bother anybody, not only challenging shots, but also getting to the rim and making sure that there's some protection around the interior part of your defense.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut back down to 11 now as they get an important basket that time from Prince. And it's slammed in by Fareed.
Love how Jokic is focusing on getting guys involved. That's one of his strongest attributes. His vision is tremendous.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Denver's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Kenneth Fareed, the manimal, once a force at the power forward position, but now seems to be more comfortable coming in as a role player, giving his energy to the basketball game, and see his production decline steadily since his 3rd year in the league, but still a positive for a team, just in lesser doses with a lesser role.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Lyles checked in for Jokic. Chandler comes in for Paul Millsap. Martin's checked in for Gary Harris. And Harris subbed in for Jamal Murray. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Dishes to Dedmon. Stolen by Fareed. Here's Lyles. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Lyles got 12 in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside, Taylor. Pass to Dedmon. There's a good screen. And Dorsey kicks to Collins. No good from 11 feet. Fareed. The shot comes out. That'll do it for the first half. The Nuggets on top, up by 12. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He ended up with 19 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for.
And that will wrap.
Welcome back, folks. Always so much activity going on here in the bustling metropolis of Atlanta, Georgia. And as we begin the second half, first half. Schroeder with the ball. Schroeder and Bazemore are in the backcourt. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Collins, and it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the Hawks 5. Schroeder kicks it to Bazemore. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Prince misses.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And here's Millsap from the arc. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Schroeder kicks to Collins. Feeds to Dedmon. The shot from the low post is good. Dedmon's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Hawks. Fareed outside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. Here's Collins. Up top, Bazemore. He kicks it to Dedmon. There's the pick. To the wing on the left. To the paint. Tries again. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away using those long arms.
Millsap has the open look, buries the long-range jumper. Millsap's got 12 points in the game.
And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters. Fishing with dynamite.
Dedmon dishes to Schroeder. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And Fareed kicks to Murray. Screen by Fareed. Murray the pass to Fareed. And stolen by Prince. Now Schroeder. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Count it.
Whenever Schroeder sees a hole in the defense, he is ferocious in how he exploits it.
Murray kicks to Fareed. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Slight change in the Hawks in terms of the front office responsibilities, as Coach Mike Budenholzer had been running the show, but he relinquished those responsibilities as Travis Schlenk came from the Golden State Warriors to head up the general manager's position.
Denver making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
Prince kicks to Dedmon. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too. And Brent, do you like the move for the Hawks? Bringing in a new head of basketball operations?
Well, I think Mike Budenholzer, you could see in his reaction to them hiring a new general manager that he was just fine with that. He's a coach. That's all he wants to do is coach. Now he's going to have a chance to coach.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Now the pass to Jokic. Drops in the tray. Jokic has got 22 points.
Man, when he gets a few to go, Jokic just gets into the zone. He's a talented big man who can score from anywhere.
Millsap with the double team. Kicks it to Dedmon. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
And taking a look now at stats for Harris. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 15 points a game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
For 3, Millsap. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And Bazemore kicks to Collins. Dedmon dishes to Bazemore. And stolen by Murray. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Stops, pops, and that's Prince. That time on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Bazemore passes to Dedmon. Out to the right wing. The feed to Collins. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Bazemore. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. And too long on the shot.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
For 3, Harris. Offensive rebound. Back to Murray. The 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Murray's got 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Bazemore kicks to Dedmon. That shot off the mark. Plumlee with some nice D. Millsap passes to Jokic.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Millsap against Prince. He dishes it to Collins. Back to Prince. Another miss by Prince.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And you see Mason Plumlee and what he brings to the table right there. A very well-rounded big man. Solid at putting the ball on the floor and creating some space. But perhaps his best attribute, and we saw this in Portland with his teammates Lillard and McCollum, playing on the top of the key and becoming a playmaker. A good passer up there, averaging about 4 assists a ball game.
Looking to end the run. Bazemore gets the bucket. 11 points in the game.
Bazemore looking pretty comfortable on the inside there, weaving around for that too.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And last season, Denver making the trade for Plumlee right at the deadline. Many felt they gave up a lot for him, but the team feels he's fit right in.
Having him and Jokic down there gives you an incredibly talented passing tandem of big men, where Plumlee can play along as the lone big man or sometimes complement what it is that Jokic can do. And he has great athletic ability down there. So we'll see how they maneuver him and what kind of minutes he's going to get for this ball club this year.
Harris kicks to Jokic. Back to Harris. Passes to Jokic. To the paint and stolen by Prince.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
Now here's Jokic. He's covered by Muscala. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And a look here at the shot chart for the Nuggets.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
Taylor's shot, good.
It's foolish leaving anyone that wide open from outside the arc. The D has got to be better.
And here's Jokic. He's got 26. Chandler outside. And Chandler throws it down.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
The Hawks trail by 18. Taylor dishes to Muscala. And Dorsey kicks to Prince. Denver grabs the miss. Lyles got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Man, if he's missing those kind of good looks, his team is in some serious trouble.
And Jokic slams it in.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Taylor kicks to Muscala. He feeds it to Dorsey. Here's Taylor. Offensive rebound. Here's Muscala. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. The Nuggets in second.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Over the past couple of years, Brent, we've seen coaches like Steve Kerr and Brad Stevens take more of an even-tempered approach. Could that become a coaching trend going forward?
Well, I like that both Steve and Brad have some very good players. That would keep me calm too, Kevin.
Yes, it would. You begin right there. I agree.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a shift in what it is that the generation of the younger players has grown up with. And coaches that have the ability to communicate always, Kevin, are going to come out on top. They get their message through, they keep their team positive, and they keep their environment pointed in the direction that is moving forward.
Excellent. The drive by Jokic. Rebound by the Hawks.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Buries it from 3-point range. Denver's got 5 points so far. Chandler down low. Back to Jokic. There's the dish to Chandler. Out to Harris. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Dorsey. Martin defending. Right side Taylor. Pass to Prince. They set the screen. Out to Taylor. There's the three. Chandler with the rebound. 1 second left. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And so it's the Denver Nuggets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Right back after this break. Mike Malone moments ago with some words for his players.
Let's build on it. Let's build on that quarter. No.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Denver leading by 17. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Chandler and Fareed are at the forward spots. Will Barton is out there with Murray. And it's Lyles in at the center, locking down the middle. Denver keeps it going, a new 24-second shot clock. Fareed with it, working on Dorsey. The shot's good from Fareed. Fareed's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Denver. Atlanta shooting 43% from the floor. Taylor kicks to Muscala. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Taylor. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
And that one is good. 8 points for Jamal Murray.
Murray, not much fear there as he gets amongst the trees, looking in control down low.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And becoming impatient, that's not how you're going to catch up.
Yeah, that's a painful mistake there. All you can do is just shake that one off and try your best to move on to the next play.
High post shot. Again, the Nuggets score.
Those are practice shots for Will Barton, consistent scorer from that area.
Taylor passes to Muscala. Such an adjustment for young players drafted into the NBA, managing money, being accountable to your teammates, to the many things that tug and pull on you. Brent, can the league do anything more to help them through this sometimes uncomfortable process?
I think the league does a great job, Kevin, of addressing these things, not only the NBA, but certainly the Players Association in terms of educating the players. To me, Kevin, as an ex-player, though, the biggest responsibility falls on the veteran players of that team to take a young player under their wing, to watch what it is that they're doing socially, and to make sure that they set them up for success off the court.
Bembry shot good.
Ooh, excellent work getting that close to the basket. Got to be happy getting those type of shots.
Now here's Murray. D right on him. Pass to Lyles. And again, it's Denver.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Bembry kicks to Taylor. They set the pick. Launches a three. Rebounded by Fareed. Fareed's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And Dorsey kicks to Bembry. From downtown. The shot off that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
And it's slammed in by Fareed.
And you can tell Fareed loves getting physical, especially when he's going up for shots.
Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Dorsey kicks to Bembry. Atlanta again missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Fareed. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And when the Nuggets are clicking on offense, Greg, they are a joy to watch.
You know they are, and one reason is because they're one of the better passing teams in the league. When right near the top in terms of assists per game last season, and all players on this roster at all positions look to make that extra pass to get an easy bucket.
In the history of the Nuggets, they've had some great stars, guys like Dan Issel, Alex English, and certainly Carmelo Anthony during his time in Denver. But Jokic looks to be that guy for this generation.
Beasley dishes to Jefferson. Feeds it to Fareed. Plumlee with some nice D.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Beasley with the steal. Here's Fareed. And the dunk by Fareed.
And just phenomenal awareness by Fareed running the floor in transition. He really gobbles up these fast break opportunities.
And this Nuggets team clearly sees that their future is going to be built around Jokic.
What an incredible season last year. I don't think people realize just how special the offensive season that Jokic had for Denver was last year. And he's right up there in the top 5 in terms of his offensive production. They'll need to add some defenders around them, but they have certainly shifted the offense around the incredibly talented passing big man in Jokic.
On offense, here are the Nuggets. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. There's the screen. Bembry kicks to Delaney. Plumlee with a screen on Beasley. Here's Delaney. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
I give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
Here's Beasley. Outside for Jefferson. Back to Beasley. Plumlee with the rebound.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Harris is checked in for Malik Beasley.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Harris outside. Fareed setting the pick for Harris. To the inside. Here's Plumlee. He sinks the 11-footer.
And an All-NBA rookie first-teamer in 2014. Plumlee still building his game.
Delaney kicks to Plumlee. They set the pick. Delaney, the pass to Bembry. That's tipped. Takes the 3. Buries it from three-point range.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
The shot's good from Fareed.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Delaney, the pass to Plumlee. Plumlee with the screen. Delaney. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. NBA official, NBA referee, Brent, has to be one of the toughest jobs in the world. There's been a lot of talk about adding an official to the court. Would that make a difference?
You know, I'm thinking, Kevin, that's like asking 4 of my buddies to add a 5th guy to go out and they're all single. That means there's another guy I got to compete with. So maybe we don't have another set of eyes on the NBA game. Lots of physicality, lots of pushing and shoving. You may see more foul calling, which will slow down the tempo and the rhythm of the game. I'm not sure that's the best idea for the league.
So then adding the Secaucus and the extra eyes in New York to look at calls, I think that might take the place. Adding the official.
I think the league has done a great job, Kevin, having Secaucus now have the ability to make some of those calls to help speed up what we do with regards to the replay.
Dedmon kicks it over to Schroeder. Dishes it to Bazemore. There's the pass to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Prince misses.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
Jokic passes to Fareed, and it's slammed in by Fareed.
It seems as if Fareed is hitting from anywhere on the floor right now. He's taking mostly good shots and burying them.
Schroeder dishes to Bazemore, and the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Dedmon, lays it up off the glass.
Dedmon using his size on the inside and the defense trying to do their best to keep him away from the basket. Not that time.
Jokic a screen. It's deflected. In the corner, Murray with it. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got assist number 8 now on the night. Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation.
And becoming impatient, that's not how you're going to catch up.
Yeah, that's a painful mistake there. All you can do is just shake that one off and try your best to move on to the next play.
For 3, Millsap. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Dorsey. He's covered by Murray. It's deflected.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nuggets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kenneth Fareed.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
And Jokic slams it in.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
Tonight they have stuck with what they do well, handling all the exterior pressure, and they're likely to come out on top here.
Nice work there coming off the screen.
And no one really crashing down on the backside, a breakdown defensively.
Jokic draws the double. Wide open look here for Murray. That one, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Atlanta. Taylor kicks to Dorsey. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Bembry, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And those close-range shots are what you want him taking. They always have a great chance of falling.
Right wing to the middle, and Fareed throws it down.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Outside, Taylor. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by court. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.